Economics is the answer. Empowering people economically is how you really, really impact. But I don't know if it's about dropping a bag of money in the hood. I think it's about impacting culture in a way that, you know, the mentality change. The gang gonna test you. You know what I mean? The gang, everything gonna test you if it's worthwhile.
Right.
And you gonna make decisions based on what you care about more. And without even being conscious that you're getting tested, you're gonna be getting tested. And so you're gonna have decisions to make. Should I, you know, continue this lifestyle, whether it's shopping, clothes, whatever your lifestyle is, or do I gotta sacrifice a little bit because I really, really care about this music and it really is important to me. So whatever I gotta do, I'm gonna do it. And that's gonna be them distinguishing decisions, you know what I'm saying? That separate the ones that end up getting it from the ones that don't. Don't lay in the bed you make. You're not gonna get away with nothing in terms of the energy. You know what I mean? You might beat the camera or the police. They might not catch you for what you're doing, but the energy is always gonna return to you. So when you just living in this cycle of being negative all day and just putting out negativity and that's the only energy you putting out, it's gonna return to you in different form than you put it out in. So I would just say, you know, master your energy. Do your best to master your energy and what you put out, you know, and unless that's what you want, you know, because you entitled to whatever you want to create, whatever experience you want to create for yourself. But if you're tired of that shit, adjust the energy. You know what I mean? As best you can, adjust what you wake up thinking and what you say. And then lastly, what you do.
I used to try to go get a job early when I first came into like being a teenager. And when I started getting doors closed on me, I just was like, well, I'm gonna do like everybody else and I'm gonna pop my trunk. I saw examples of it in different categories and felt automatically when I got to the age of wanting to become self-made or support my own ambitions.
The name of the brand obviously is the marathon. It just stands for endurance. It stands for staying down. It stands for like not quitting, accepting the ups and downs of whatever game you commit yourself to and riding it out, because that's the reality of success or greatness, that it come with a roller coaster ride. I think that anybody could apply the marathon concept to what they do. If it's sports, if it's fashion, if it's music, if it's hustling, whatever, you're on a marathon.
My advice would be define who you are and what you are and be clear on that, meditate on that, and then live and die by it.
The most important thing, number one, is you gotta get rid of doubt. If you got doubt in what you're doing, it's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? And the way to do that is you have a plan. Because if you got a plan, it's not like just a pipe dream. You have a step-by-step list of things to do to get to your goal. If you don't have that, it's very hard to really have faith in what you're doing. Because as soon as something pop up, it's gonna look like the end all. But if you got a game plan of everything you need to do, you know, one thing pop up, well, I still gotta do this, and that, so this ain't gonna stop me. You know what I'm saying? Another thing pop up, well, shit, I accomplished this 2 things. Since my last obstacle, I only got 3 more things to do. Let me keep pushing, fuck it. Pretty soon you attain your goal, and then you create another one. But without a game plan and without a strong sense of faith in what you're doing, it's gonna be real hard to accomplish anything. And I know, you know, it's a lot of obstacles out here.
I started out the trunk of my, selling mixtapes out my trunk, and just, you know, following like the Master P, J Prince model, Rockefeller Dame, that was my goals and my blueprint for how to do it anyway.
Me, I mean, if you was to take any quality from me, take the quality of persistence and staying down, you know what I mean, and being able to take it on the chin and take a blow, you know what I mean, like, yeah, that's important. You know, to not stay on the ground if you get knocked down.
Can't break the rules, the fundamental rules. Be a man of your word. Do what you say you're gonna do. Respect people the way you would like to be respected.
To own something is very important. To understand investment. You know, to understand living within your means or under your means. You know, to understand how to make something, you know. I think that's what's been critical for me, is I make something. I take something from zero and I make it, which is music. And that's a very powerful tool to be able to like come into a room and create something out of nothing. And so that's worked for me. But then there's people that, you know, master that part of the game but consume so fast that it's hard to even get ahead. So it's a combination of things, and I ain't the poster boy for it. But at the end of the day, that's the direction we walking toward, is becoming
wealthy to the level that it's not gonna go away, and that we create a situation that it lasts longer than us.
Real, everybody got a different definition of what they in the game for. Mm-hmm. I couldn't get my way in trying to fit in. What I'm here to try to do, I couldn't do that trying to fit in. Mm-hmm. It wouldn't. What my goal, you can't get at what I'm trying to do that way. From my understanding of it, my experience with it, you gotta be authentic and you gotta define your shit. You gotta make a contribution. Yeah. You know what I mean? You can't try to copy ride waves. You gotta define your contribution.
It's not just about making music. It's just about a mentality, in my opinion. Just how to take your lumps in life. You know what I mean? Because you gonna take your L's. You gonna have your ups and downs. So just a philosophy or a point of view on how to look at the journey. You know what I mean? You got where you at, you got where you trying to be. And then you got all this shit in between that's not gonna matter when you get here.
I learned when I was younger, like, you can't put your expectation of me on me. I'm me, you feel me? And you're not gonna ever make me feel bad for it. You're not gonna, make me react to how you reacting to me. I don't care, I'm me. And if I part of who I am, is disrespectful or is, crossing the line of like basic things, I'm gonna check myself. But, we all are individuals. So for you to think my balance or my ratio, I'm to this or to that, and I ain't got enough of this or enough of that, that's all love. Just keep it to yourself, bro.
This is speaking to like the convo you have with yourself when you outside of the opportunities, but your actions and your mentality are success, but the reality of your situation isn't.
Man, don't quit. I think everybody get tested. Everybody get that game tested. If you don't quit, you're gonna learn and you're gonna figure things out. That's really the secret to everything, is how much you can take. You know what I'm saying? How much pressure, how much stress, how much insecurity in your decisions, all of that you can take before you say this too uncomfortable. I'm gonna just go back to being, I'm not gonna challenge myself. I'm gonna just be whatever your version of regular is. So you just don't quit. I think you're gonna be able to get the education that power you through your experience.
I think as human beings, everybody has a natural gift and a natural passion, but then you go outside and you get influenced and you feel pressure from what's going on outside. And so, I read one time, like, would you rather be at war with yourself and at peace with the world, or at peace with yourself and at war with the world?
Don't blend in. Stay in your lane. There's no traffic in your lane. You know what I'm saying? Be honest and stay in your lane.
The marathon is just about seeing long term, seeing a vision, understanding that nothing really worthwhile happens overnight, and just sticking to your script long enough to make something real happen. Laying a brick every day instead of trying to build a brick wall. Just lay a brick every day. Eventually you look up, you're gonna have a brick wall.
My thing, the marathon, because I'm not gonna lie and portray this ultimate poise, like I've had it figured out. Nah, I just didn't quit. That's the only distinguishing quality from me and probably whoever else going through this or went through this or is gonna go through this, is that I ain't quit. I went through every emotion. I went through every emotion with trying to pursue what I'm doing. You know what I mean? And I think that what gonna separate whoever's gonna try to go for something is that you ain't gonna quit. Unless, you're gonna really take the stance if I'm gonna die behind what I'm getting at right now.